Here are some of my favorite toasty blushes on brown skin. Let me show you. First up, we have the MAC Powder Blush in Raisin. This is how the shade Raisin swatches. MAC is one of my favorite powder blushes on the market. The reason why I really like this shade is because it's actually more of a reddish brown blush. So if you're not warm toned and if you're more like neutral or even cooler, but you still like a toasty blush, something like this would be perfect for you because it's not too warm. Next is the Patrick Ta Duo, and She Knows Who She Is. I always say this, that Patrick Ta Duos are so worth your money because you're getting a cream and a powder, and it really removes the thinking you need to do in terms of what you need to set your cream blushes with. This is how the powder looks. It's a lot more red than MAC Raisin, which is nice because if you don't like almost a blush pulling a little bit more on the orange side, then something like this would be really flattering. This blush is also very pigmented and also deeper skin friendly. Next, we have the new YSL Toasty Blush. This is actually newer to my collection, but I already love this formula and they just released the shade. This is how YSL looks. It's a lot warmer than the first two, but it is still very pretty. If you want like a full review, check it out. It's already on my page. What I like about this is that it's actually not a matte blush, it's a satin finish. So if you don't like matte blushes, then definitely check this one out. Next is MAC again, and this is in the shade Pinch of Marrakesh. This one is very similar to the YSL blush in that it is more warm toned. What I love about this formula, it's actually a cream product, but it applies and sets as a powder, which is really nice. You can also use another powder blush to set it as well. Okay, I gotta include a drugstore blush. L'Oreal blush in Daring Rosewood. This one, as you saw in the pan, it's not super orangey. That's a bad swatch. I would even say this is the most brown out of all of them. Really nice Blonzer shade, and these are so pigmented. This specifically, the Infallible blush by L'Oreal, very pigmented, a little bit goes a long way, and these are very matte. Even when you see the swatch, you can kind of tell that this is like very matte and it looks like it will blur. This blush is a really good bang for your buck. Last one is by Say Beauty in the shade Chow. This is a different finish. It's actually a baked blush. This is how it swatches. It almost has like a hint of like peach to it, which allows it to be a lot more neutral than some of the earlier shades. But why I like this is that it gives your cheeks a really nice like sheen and like just like a glow. Pairs really well with cream brown blushes like Road Toasted Teddy. Those are some of my favorite blushes. Leave a comment down below what your favorite toasty blush is.